All right, let's talk about Overreaction Monday, the first week of the NFL. I know it's not Monday, but I'm still going to act like it's Monday. So let's talk about it. The Broncos need to fire their head coach. That was one of the most abysmal coaching performances ever. I'm out of the NFL pool that I paid for because of you, Hackett. I think that's your last name. Yeah, Hackett, whatever. You got me out the pool, fool. I thought that y'all gonna win. Y'all had all these penalties. Y'all fumbled twice in the. It's a stupid net flying around. You fumbled twice in the damn uh, red zone on the 1 yard line twice with two different running backs. At first, it was the homie Gordon. People got mad. They like take him out. Then Williams got the ball. He fumbled. So they couldn't even. You can't even blame Melvin Gordon anymore. Both of them fumbled. Then there was a part in time, the first quarter, where Russell Wilson didn't complete any passes to any of the wide receivers. That was ridiculous. He was just hitting tight ends, literally, until he got to Jerry Jeudy, basically. It's ridiculous. But fourth and fifth, Russell Wilson should have got that ball. That way, the kicker, Big Manis, I think that's his name, could have kicked a 50-yarder. You know what I'm saying? They could have got it to 50 yards. But 64-yard, there was no way they were going to make it. So screw y'all for screwing me out of the pool. Now, another overreaction. People think that the Rams are a fluke, a championship fluke, which they are not. But let's just go with the nonsense that y'all are saying. The Rams lost to the Buffalo Bills, who are favored to make it to the Super Bowl this year, who have the MVP favorite, Josh Allen. The Bills, I've never seen a haymaker type of team like this. Not in a while, at least. Their haymakers are like Mike Tyson haymakers. The funniest thing about the Bills, and Colin Cowherd and Nick Wright, they said this first, so I'll give them credit for this. They pretty much either blow you out or they lose close games. I don't understand it, but the Bills, if they win, they knock people out cold-blooded. They just cold cock them. The Chiefs are not missing a beat, and they definitely are not missing Tyreek. They might be better than Tyreek. Overreaction Monday or Overreaction Wednesday. They are better without Tyreek. Super efficient performance from Patrick Mahomes, the number one quarterback in the league, I believe. I should not be surprised. I mean, it was the Cardinals. But the Cardinals are not a bad team. But they mollywopped them. They laid the smack down on their you-know-what. They treated the Cardinals like jabronis. Maybe the Cardinals are a playoff fluke. Maybe that is the overreaction we need to talk about. The Cardinals are a playoff fluke. Maybe Kyler Murray is not as good as we think he is. Because he's only been successful with DeAndre Hopkins. He doesn't have Hopkins for 5 more games at least, I believe. So they could be under 500, a couple of games under 500 before he arrives back on the team, back on the field. Overreaction, let's talk about it. The Bengals are a Super Bowl fluke. Joe Burrow threw 4 interceptions. He had 5 turnovers overall against the Steelers. Mitchell Trubisky barely did anything. I actually think, I'm going to be honest, if the Steelers started Kenny Pickett, they would have won this game by a landslide. I actually do believe that. Call me crazy if you want or if you like. I think they would have won by a landslide. I think that Kenny Pickett can read the field better. I think he gives the Steelers a better chance going forward. And I would start him starting this upcoming Sunday if I were them. I know they're not going to do it, but I would do it if I was them. The Bengals, you lucked up because you're going against the Cowboys. No Dak. Y'all better lay the smack down on them. Y'all better, but I know it's going to be a close game because Micah Parsons, He gonna cause some disruption. But y'all better win. Y'all better win. Overreaction. Let's talk about it. The Falcons are cursed. I don't know how long they've been cursed. Some may say since their last Super Bowl appearance. I would agree if that's the case. But they are cursed. They were up 23 to 10. I think they were up 23 to 10. Something like that. And they are losing 27 to 26. Shout out to Jameis Winston. He didn't throw a bunch of picks or nothing like that. He led the team back. And I think, you know what, let me not jinx it. We'll see what happens this Sunday versus the Buccaneers. But you can see where I'm going with this. The Buccaneers only scored 19 points. They won 19-3, which shows you the Cowboys are due for a terrible season. They go on and off. They either have a playoff season or they don't make the playoffs. And now Dak Prescott got bailed out by his injury because he had an abysmal performance. Yeah, the Cowboys not making it to the playoffs. They are not making it to the playoffs. Eagles, this is all on you. All on you. Speaking of the Eagles, A.J. Brown, is he a top 5 wide receiver? Because that's how he looked week 1. Or was it just because he went against the Lions? The Lions came back. They were down by multiple touchdowns and almost tied the game. But the Eagles won 38-35. Jalen Hurts, I don't even think he had a touchdown pass. They ran over 200 yards. That's insane. But A.J. Brown looked like a top 5 receiver. Overreaction Monday, let's do it. Overreaction Wednesday, let's do it. The Packers are due for a mediocre season. I think they'll win this upcoming game against the Bears. But who knows? The Bears did beat the 49ers. Overreaction. Trey Lance is a bust. A bust, I tell you. B-U-S-T, I can spell. He's a bust. They got to bring Jimmy Garoppolo back. Obviously, this is an overreaction. I think that Trey Lance, if they give him time, he will actually succeed. I don't want them to succeed because I hate the 49ers. They are the ops. But I do think, with the 49ers, they have to understand to be patient. Regardless if it's rain or it's dry or if it's snow, sunny, windy. Trey Lance is not the most accurate guy. He is what I call, he has a haymaker ability, a haymaker arm. He makes those big throws. When it comes to the intermediate, the short throws, that's where he starts having trouble. And the funny thing about Jimmy Garoppolo, obviously he's the opposite. He can make the intermediate, the small throws, but the big throws, like the Super Bowl, he cannot make. So pick your poison. I mean, they seem to be both poisonous if we're going to go by those examples I just said there. Overreaction. The Patriots, Bill Belichick, it's time to retire. You could barely do anything against the Dolphins and it's only going to get worse. You're going to go against the Bills twice. They're going to smash you twice because of Josh Allen. I don't know who else is on your schedule, but they're going to pulverize y'all. You, Bill Belichick, thought that it was smart to have one of your defensive coaches coach the offense. If that's not egotistical, then I don't know what it is. But nevertheless, you are going to pay for it. And more importantly, Mac Jones is going to pay for this. It's time for you to retire, Bill Belichick, a.k.a. the greatest coach of all time. Oh, overreaction Sunday? Derek Carr? Maybe you are overrated. I didn't tell y'all this, but I picked the Raiders to win the division, the AFC West. And guess what Derek Carr did the first game of the week? He threw 3 interceptions. I think he should have threw more than that. Now, the game was kind of too close. And I did think the Chargers were going to win. But you looking shaky out here. You are looking shaky out here. The only player you basically passed it to was Devontae Adams. Then second was Renfro. What? I'll get to that another time. I will get to that another time. Overreaction Sunday. Maybe the Ravens are the best team in the AFC North. Have you thought about that? I thought about that just now. Lamar Jackson, he was pretty accurate, I think. Now, it was against the Jets. It was against Joe Flacco. You notice how all these guys, and I'm not overreacting about this, you know how all these guys, they lost to their former teams? Joe Flacco lost to the Ravens. Baker Mayfield lost to the Browns with Jacoby Brissett. Russell Wilson lost to the Seahawks with Geno Smith. Did you catch that Geno Smith bar that he said at the end? He said something about, they wrote me off, but I didn't write back. I didn't know this dude was a poet. I didn't know he was a rapper. Geno, that might be your second career. You might want to pursue that for a second career. But nevertheless, Overreaction Sunday. Baker, you suck. You lost to the Browns with Jacoby Brissett. I didn't think y'all was going to make the playoffs anyways. I think that's reserved for the Saints as a wild card team. But nevertheless, yeah, man. Panthers, you suck. Let me know what you think about this overreaction video. I want to continue this. Packers, you better get it together too. I don't like y'all, but y'all better get it together or else I might have to actually pick the Bears. We'll see what happens. Chiefs, Chargers, tomorrow. The Chiefs are home. You already know who's going to win that game, but I'll get to that next. Overreaction and out.